Hey there, Android Guardian here. Been gone for a while, obviously. This is my first video for my relaunch, and so what I decided to do is I'd start with an Android Recommends. One of the things that's going to be changing is that from now on I'm going to try and do a different type of recommend every week as one of the Android Recommends videos. So I'll do a movie, or a show, you know, one of the two. I will do a game. I will do a book. And lastly, what I wanted to add in is I'm now going to start doing recommends for Kickstarters. So I'm going to go around looking for different little videos I can do about different Kickstarter campaigns. Just one a month, so I'm not throwing tons of things and saying, oh, you should, donate money to this. My main goal in regards to that is just to drum up some enthusiasm and some interest on some unique things that I like. I'm not saying that anyone will ever have to donate to them. It's just something cool, and if you do like to, feel free to do so. I'm not advertising for them. I'm just saying, hey, you know what? I like this. Here's why I like it, and take a look at it yourself and see if you like it. But back on point, like I said, I'll be doing an Android Recommends today, and today I'm going to be doing the book, Deus Ex, Icarus Effect. It is related to the Deus Ex Human Revolution game that came out in the last few years. It's a science fiction adventure. It's definitely neat. It's about a character named Benjamin, and he actually does not show up in the game, but characters that he interacts with do. And it's both a prequel and during the events of the game. So you get to learn a little bit about stuff that's going on just leading up to the game, as well as things that are happening behind the scenes when you're playing the game from a different perspective. So that's really cool. Like I said, it's obviously science fiction, so you got lots of cool cybernetics and things like that. I would say it's probably in range of cyberpunk, so it's really quite neat there. If you've played the game, you'll already have an idea about the world, but if you haven't and you're just getting into it, I would recommend reading the book first if you have the chance, just to give you some really good backstory, and it's, chronologically, it happens beforehand. The main character, I won't go into a lot of details about it, but he is a soldier, and he just survives something that doesn't go right, and he gets recruited out of the hospital by a group. The group is a very interesting group, and they're doing things that could or could be considered bad, depending on who you are. He ends up joining them, and events happen, and they will interact with the main character from the game a few times while the book goes on. But the book only kind of touches base with the game a few times, but it is all part of the world, so you get to learn a few things about the world, and it's quite a neat read. I got through it relatively quickly, and I really enjoyed it. But like I said, it is definitely a book that's interesting. It has two main characters, and it has events following them, so you've got, if you take a look here, Benjamin is this character here. I do not recall the young woman's name here, but she's an interesting character as well. And it goes and follows both of them, culminating mainly with Benjamin's story. There is, I believe, a portable game, like I think it's like an iPad game, something like that, a mobile game that takes place with his story as well. I don't know if it's during the book or if it's something after the fact, or even if it's before that. I'm not 100% certain. But also maybe a really neat game to take a look into if you want to get more out of the Deus Ex universe. If you've played the original games, I don't think it'll have too much to tie into those directly, but it's definitely a neat game, and I would definitely recommend playing the games and reading the book in this case. Obviously, like I said, I was doing a relaunch for the channel, so this may be a little bit shorter, or at least not as focused as I would like it to be. But I do think this is a neat book. If you like science fiction, you're probably going to enjoy it. If you've played the games, you're going to enjoy getting a bit more out of the story, at least I tend to do so. And if you don't play the games, you can still enjoy this as a science fiction book, and you're not going to be lost. It still tells its own story. It just happens to have a few little seeds and hints for the game, and things that will be working back and forth between the two. So, that's about that for this video. If you decide to read the book and you enjoy it, great. If not, well, I apologize, but I hope it's pretty good for you. Take care, and have a great day.